earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified.
Pane andibira pombi yemvura kana zondo rangu randanga ndabvura vanhu vose vatibvunzai Mukwasha ndizvo here Mukwasha pakati pevanhu vose varipo ndiani watigarira kumepo zvakungonzi bvunzai Mukwasha ndiri kunzwa kuda kurova munhu ndiri kuda kukiya munhu warume rega ndimbokuzvambura Mukwasha zvandapfuura nekudhamu inga ndakubatira igwaya ndikamora mukoko wangu uchi usina mazana sheri yacho sheriyo yamakandipa imenya yemwana nyama zvikare mandoita narodza malema narodza bobo yamakandipa imenya yemwana nyama zvikare mandoita narodza malema yamakandipa imenya yemwana nyama zvikare mandoita narodza malema Mukwasha jongweiro muchamanya naro kusvikira maribata madzimbo yavoda sagare makaka changamire vati vanoda hari Mukwasha zino rakaora muchando rinobanda ndina mari yekudzorisa kani Mukwasha vakatemwa nyora kare neimwe n'anga vatezvara vangu naro vanodzikaka tungamira mombe tirime Mukwasha asambeni famba nendima zemura danda uratidze Mukwasha asambeni famba nendima tibatire foro tirime Mukwasha asambeni famba nendima utakura danda nokuti Mukwasha asambeni famba nendima zvandapfuura nekudhamu inga ndakubatira igwaya ndikamora mukoko wangu uchi usina mazana sheri yacho sheriyo yamakandipa imenya yemwana
New voices amplified. earGROUND.
Hello, greetings. Thank you so much and welcome to earGROUND New Voices Amplified. My name is Plot Mhako and welcome to the program that gives you some of the amazing new voices from Zimbabwe. And today I'll be speaking to an artist who has been mesmerizing us with his great music, beautiful voice. He has done a couple of covers, but also a few original songs. We're going to be talking more about his musical background and everything. But I think most of you will recognize him from this short video clip. It's from a song that was done by Jah Praiser. So just stay tuned. We're just going to give you a minute into that video clip and then we'll get straight into our interview. Okay. So there you have it. Welcome back. I know most of you now are familiar already with the voice. I'm talking to an artist who doesn't need much of an introduction. His name is Tekina Verenga. Welcome to earGROUND.
Thank you, Mkoma Plot. Thank you so much. How are you?
No, I'm good. It's an honor to have you on the program. And your music. You're making great music. Thank you so much for blessing us with your voice.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mkoma Plot. Actually, I've been waiting. Kuti Mkoma Dewa Monibata Tambo Kurukura. Yes.
Great. No, it's good that we have managed to get in touch. Take us back a bit. Who is Tekina Verenga?
Right. My real name is Verenga Tekshua. That is my real name. I originate from Masvingo. That's where I come from. So Tekina is a name that I use for the stage. Like I said, my real name is Verenga Tekshua. Ndinobva kwaChivi, Masvingo. That's where I grew up. Ndakadzidza kunana Ndiva Primary School, Chikore Primary School, Danamombe Secondary School, Macheke High School, Macheke High School in Masvingo. I'm 35. Yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Great. Growing up kwaChivi, what sort of music were you listening to?
Right, obviously kumusha tinonyanyoteerera musefi ndowatanyanyoteerera. Yeah, sungura. So I should say ana Macheso, ana Nicholas Zakaria ndo vanhu vainyanyoridzwa. Ana Njerama Boys,
Vachikomana ndiyo.
yes. Then when I moved for my A level, ndichienda kuMucheka High School in Masvingo in town. That's where I met ana sekuru wangu anonzi ana Fani Maidza. They were the R&B guys around 1994.
Wow.
Yeah, no, 2004, around 2004. Yeah, most of the time they would be playing Craig David.
Okay.
Nana Arakel. Yes.
So
yes, it became Craig David became my favorite among his one leader, and then Arakel here and there. So ndingatoti music yandakazonyanyofarira kuteerera inini was R&B. Museve ndakabva ndatomboisa paside. Yeah.
That's quite interesting. So this is where interest in music kwayakatangira.
Yes, but ndati kumashure kwachona tatambo ndingati kuRoman Catholic ndokwandaipinda. So ndaiwanzonziridza ngoma, ndaifarira kuridza ngoma. So ndaitonzikana Fanta vakauya because Fanta vaiuya at least once a month. Fanta vaitoti vakauya vaibva vanditsvaka because I was very young. I was just grade 6, grade 7. So I think zvaingori fani ngoti munhu ari grade 6, munhu ari grade 7 anokwanisa kuridza ngoma. So Fanta vaitoti vakauya, you would look for me. Mukomana yanga auya. And then patakabva kuRoman Catholic takabva tisanga kupinda AFM. So AFM taingofanira mahemu tichiimba mahemu and so on. So yeah, so I should think my interest in music actually started growing when I was very young. At that time when I was playing my drums in church, and when I was in church as well, my hymn, I was very young, Form 1, Form 2, I would stand in front of the church and sing. So I think that's when I realized kuti zvekuimba zviri mandiri.
Wow, great. And can we say now music is your full-time profession? Is it something that you do full-time or it's just one hobby? I mean, with your free time?
Yeah. So I can't say I'm a full-time musician because I have another job that I do. Yeah. So, but much of my time, I'm doing music. Much of my time. So I should say in a day, maybe 6 hours sleep, and then the rest of maybe 12 or 10 hours time on my music. I have another job that I do, but music is like my not my hobby. Because you remember yesterday when I was telling you, I'm trying to commercialize this and that, line stores. I'm trying to make sure that it is me, so that maybe I can do full time.
Great. Ndaita tsvagurudzo dzangu before the interview, and I picked somewhere where it said you are muri mudzidzisi.
Yes.
Is that true? Okay.
Yes. I'm a teacher. I have an honors in mathematics, by the way.
Oh,
So
wow.
I teach mathematics in high school. Yeah, that's what I do.
That is
So
good.
that's my full time job. So why COVID-19 started from my lockdown.
Yes.
Let's do this. You remember last time when I released Mukwasha, it was during it was during time you locked. So we had to try this at time. Saka patinenge tina kubasa kazhinji, we don't get time. Kuskima, kumaka mabhuku.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. And what could you say has been one of the biggest challenges that you've faced, or you had to face any challenges so far?
When I started music, I was struggling with the sound that I really wanted to do. That is one. And secondly, it was maybe the finances to go and record.
Yes.
So what I did was to first buy my equipment so that I get to have maybe a backyard studio where I do all my. So at the moment, I should say I have my studio now. I have two of my producers that I work with, Off Key and the main kilo. So in terms of sound, because I'm working with two different people and I'm third person, sound and it's more like a recent sound, the sound that is there at the moment, like Afro pop, like Amapiano, they are very good with that sound, not the traditional one. So I've been struggling because gospel, I'm a gospel artist. Gospel traditional, so I wanted to change that. So I and then have someone who is always there with me. When I think of something, when we try to create something new, they are there to say, no, let's try it. Kanashgaramba. We have all the time. It's different when you go to somebody else's studio and then you want to try a sound in studio. I have not time. Yes. So with my studio now, we can actually spend the whole day trying a new sound. Because we want to be different. We can literally spend the whole day, maybe the whole night, trying a new sound. If we discover this is the sound that we are looking for, we can work on it. So it's easier now to follow a particular sound, maybe sound iripo at that moment, or sound or maybe confuse traditional, maybe hip hop, or what, So it becomes easier for me because I have a studio, a home studio.
Wow, great. And how do you define your sound now? I know you have said you're a gospel artist, but what sort of music do you make? How do you define the gospel music that you're making?
Like some like to Roman Catholic, to AFM, and then much of my childhood would listen to Mseve, and then later on, sound yandakazonzwa yandainyanyofarira was R&B.
Okay, great.
So each time I get into the studio, my sounds ayaya wakakura uchinzwa ndo anotanga kuuya. You get what I'm saying? I around 2014 when I was starting to record, I would love to do much of R&B. I have a couple of love songs that I did in the R&B. And then I noticed, I wanted to create something that was actually different. So ndakazodzoka back ndikanotsvaka the traditional sound yandingati apostolic faith mission
Yes,
and then a little bit of some R&B there. So sound basically the person who is singing here is traditional, but the sound that he's singing on is R&B. So it's more like a fusion of different genres depending on what the message and package, because I do it this way. If I have a message that I want to give out to the people, I look out for a package. Those package, like I just said, and then the packaging now is the instrumental. So the instrumental now depends much on the message. So the message, that traditional, I do it on a traditional instrument. If it's an R&B like instrumental, I would definitely do that on an R&B instrument. A couple of songs that I've done on R&B instrumentals are deep gospel. I have Jose Jacana played on Power FM, and it's been number one for it was number one in 2017 for a couple of times on the gospel show on Power FM.
Wow.
And then I have another one, they are deep biblical, like it's a deep biblical content on an R&B instrument. So I don't know how I can define the sound that I have.
Fusion of the different sounds, yes.
Like right now, I have a couple of songs that I have done. If you listen to it, it's an Afro pop song. But if you listen to the words now, they are very deep. I always try to make sure that if I have a message that I want to give out to people, I look for the genre that would package that message well.
Wow. That's quite interesting. Yeah. Great. And talking about the songs that we have done, how much body of work do you have? Your own music that you have produced and released?
Right. It is very unfortunate, though it is fortunate. But people got to know me through Mukwasha cover, yes, by Ja Praiser. But before that, I had that one of my songs, I called 50, about 2 or 3 albums already. But Mukwasha cover. The idea was to create traffic to our YouTube channel. But then people now got to know me through the cover, and but I have a couple of beautiful songs that I've done. A couple of Banaronde Zero and Antimewe. Those songs I've been playing on like on TV, my own original songs. I have a lot of them.
Wow,
so
great.
The idea who you get a cover or my covers, that was our first cover actually. And
okay.
We had slow traffic to our content, so we wanted to create some traffic, and boom, it was a big song, people loved it, and then that was it. So I should tell you, I have my songs are Gawanda, my original songs are YouTube.
Well, this is interesting because you're saying that the cover that you did for Mukwasha, Ja Praiser song, actually brought the limelight to your music.
Yes. Wow. I'm very thankful, and I appreciate Mkoma Ja. Song was my favorite for album now, and then we were like, boys, atinenge zvatokwanisa kungo because isusu tinomati marefix saka tinenge tichakamuta point avo kuti ivo Mkoma Ja zvipi zvatingati zvavakasirira, and then we were working on those weaknesses of the song, and then vanhu vobva vaida vanhu vakafara naye, and then it's success really.
Wow. Talking of which, before we move on, did you manage to get in touch with Ja Praiser? Was there any reaction from his side?
Not really. Like what can I say? Kuti, when we were working on that project, and okay, let me give you the Kuti Zizakaitika, like what happened.
Okay. What was the process? Okay.
Takatita my vocals, because it's just we wanted to concentrate much on my weaknesses atangataona on the vocal side. So it's just like how the mellow my vocals. because takaona sekuti mukoma ja vanga vaita vibe because it's a dance song. Saka isaida kuibvisa kudance tiise mamelodies. So taiisa vocals. I spoke to you, if you know anonzi Silent Ngo, if you know him.
Yes, I know Silent, yes.
Yes. Nobva ndati Silent nobva ndamubata Instagram. Silent, I have a song yandoda kuti ndisire magitari. Silent nobva tanoda 150 150 ndogona kusaiwa nobva ndakuti apo. Then I look around. Ndofunga takaisa project iyo in a space of 3 months before we could get someone airidza guitar. Then I got in touch with these boys locally, and then they played beautiful. We added a piano there. After adding a piano, balancing everything, we posted it on on YouTube. And then the first person that I thought of would repost my post on Twitter was Jonathan Moore. He was the first.
Wow.
Then about a retweet.
It went viral.
So that's when I actually noticed social media is very, very powerful.
It's powerful. It's very powerful. Very powerful.
Yes, but you just have to know because I realized I have done a lot of beautiful songs, but because
that's very true. That's very true.
I noticed kuti vanhu vanoda kuteerera chinhu chiri kutoteererwa nevamwe vanhu.
Exactly.
No matter how beautiful the song is, as long as the people are not listening to it, it's not good. Yes. So right now we are working on a couple of songs, but we've noticed we need someone. We need someone. We need someone.
True.
People have to know that person is listening to that song, or a couple of people.
Yes.
A lot of people are listening to this song. So that is what happened to the Mukwasha cover by Jablay. But from his camp, I should be honest with you. And now I'm gonna comment and that's the one. I'm still waiting for a comment.
I hope they're going to comment soon. I was talking to another artist. I'm trying to recall because I spoke to a couple of artists who have done covers. And I was speaking to okay. If I remember the name, I'll remind you. But I was asking them what is. It's Tandi Bala, who is in Blawayo, and she did a cover for Japres and Tammy Moyo and a few other artists. So, but she also makes original music. And she said to me, "Look, when I got a comment from Tammy Moyo, this meant the world to me because." For me, I felt endorsed, I felt supported, I felt encouraged, I felt appreciated because I love their music. If I took time to do their cover, it means I deeply love their music and I'm in support of their music. So just getting even a like from them meant so much to me. And that is the fuel that I needed to continue doing what I'm doing. So I hope they will definitely, react one of these days. Great. And thanks a lot. Would maybe when you take a small break again, I would ask even for just a 30-second of that cover. I know people love it and they would want to hear it even without any melody. But for now, where are you headed? What's your direction? What are we expecting from
you? We are in lockdown again, and I think the opportunity one time we have to shine that we've worked on 5 songs so far, and we are yet to do video, and we have not been doing my videos, such as my commercial videos lately. And we with finances allowing, we want to shoot my proper videos, my standard videos for the songs. We believe they're good songs. We know they are good songs, but we are working on like a rebranding the Tekina people love, you know. So it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. Yes, we have to really invest in the brand Tekina so that people get to really appreciate Tekina wacho. So 2021 my finances ndo mamwe angachimbotidzorera mashure zvedu, but we are trying hard. Yes, we are trying hard. We are trying to make sure that social media pays us. Yes, during this time, because when hakuna shows, hakuna chi.
Shows, so you just keep online.
Yes, YouTube, nema online stores, ndo zvizvo zvaunenge uchidependa nazvo month in, month out. So expect big projects. Right now, tingati ma collabos. Hatisati anything. We haven't done any collabos so far. And hatisati plan yokuti tichaita sei nema collabos. We want to try and bring out the Tekina original songs. Original songs. I take back with original songs. But it seems people still want us to do covers.
People want more covers.
Yes, because yes, tingati cover kana kuti refix ya Oyo Mushandiri washe. It's big. People love it. So to understand the Mukwasha, and then we do again another cover or a refix of Oyo Mushandiri, a hymn. People love it again. And our original songs, we are trying so hard to push our original songs. But we are asking you to accept out there. So maybe the shadow is one in a cover, one in a cover. But much of our content is going to be original. That's what we want.
And what would you say has been one of the biggest challenges in the industries? Or in simple terms, if you had a chance to change something in the industry, what could it be?
Yes. You know, question you have to Bondineth, I would say, if I'm asked that question, if Plot asked me that question, I've been thinking, Kuti, the struggle that I've gone through right now, Kuti, use the music on my online stores.
Yes.
Then getting the money straight into my account. That alone. I wish if it was ever possible, I would detaching the commercial music industry from the political environment. In personally, if I had a chance to do that, I would do that, because you know that we have a lot of artists that are doing good in Zimbabwe. But I want to always music like from online stores. I want to marry it's not easy in Zimbabwe. It's something that is very, very difficult.
What are the limitations there? Like for maybe a layman who's watching,
yes.
What's stopping Zimbabwean artists from monetizing their music online at home locally without going through a channel of somebody who's not based in Zimbabwe? What are some of the limitations that you're facing?
Right. So YouTube is good. YouTube you can, as long as you have a USD account. I think you can. But with putting music on online stores, you need an tune call.
Yes.
You need an tune call and a CD, baby. You need that. Then avasikubvuma kuti vaise mari muma account emuZimbabwe avabvume.
Emanostro kana emaloko.
Even Nostro yacho, I tried the whole of yesterday kuti ndilink my bank account nechunko. Vairamba vaiti there's this message yaibuda kuti the account in that country, so and so. Kuti avakwanisi kuisa mari in a bank account in that country. So I don't know, but I actually thought maybe it was political, it was sanctions, it was what. But because if it was just easy as open a bank account, connect with Chunko, you upload on Chunko, and then people are purchasing, you're getting your monies. If it was just that easy, someone was advising you need someone who is outside the country, maybe in South Africa.
That's what most of the artists have done, yeah. And then you pay them a commission for every show that they make.
Yes, So I don't know if ever it was possible. I was going to do that. Detaching the commercial music industry, when commercial industry from the political environment.
Yes.
I would change.
Great. I hope the powers that be hearing, or someone will hear it, and definitely will see some change in that regard. I've seen so many artists, some crying for big artists. If you remember, Toki Vibes had the same issue. We had the likes of Tigons at some point also making issues around the same issue, that they've lost thousands of dollars because they've had to go through other aggregators or distributors that are not locally based, some of them that rip them off. Yes, so currently, if you're not playing your own music or listening to your own music, who else are you listening to? Who's on your playlist?
Most of the times I'm listening to my music, which is wrong, though. But I have this young man who is doing very well. Anonzi off key. I had his song Churongo.
Yes.
Yeah, for a couple of days now I've been playing it on repeat. And then there's Tigonzi, his new song. Iripa. Yes, I don't know the name.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And then XQ, yeah. Ja Praiser, I listen to Ja Praiser. Nox, yes, listen to Nox. But I should say I don't listen to all their stuff. I have specific projects that inspire me. When I get to listen to them, I say, yes, there is art there. Yes, those are the songs that I put together and listen to.
And any of them that you'd want to collaborate with, or any other artist that you would say, look, if I get a collab with this artist, I think I'll be happy.
Ndaramwana ndikawana collab na Ja Praiser. Maspota anga.
No,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. If there was anything that I could do that is not in monetary terms, anything that I could do, I would do maybe, so that I get a collab with Ja Praiser. Yeah, Ja Praiser, my top list. Yeah.
Great. So we're gonna take a small commercial break, and we're back in a minute, and then we get to hear a bit from you, and then we close off the program. So everybody who's watching, stay tuned. My name is Plot Mhako. We're watching earGROUND, New Voices Amplified, where I'm speaking to Tekina Verenga. Stay tuned. Okay. There you have it. Thank you so much, and welcome back again. Speaking to Tekina Verenga, and he's going to give us just a snippet so that you believe that the voice that you hear on those covers and these original songs, it's not auto-tune, it's actually his real voice. So maybe a slice of Mukwasha and a slice of another original composition.
Kumurango wani fugamane virimwe chete otuwala gusu Mukwasha kuda kwenyu ishe hakuna anoramba zvinake zviome zvose zvakanaka Jobo wamaronda zvose zvaparara, vana nepfuma anoti zvose zvakanaka. Zvichinge zvononoka, vazhinji vabva panzvimbo, asi iri nguva yenyu Jesu, zvose zvakanaka. Sedzera 50-50, mapisarema dana kwandiri, zuva rekuchema kwako, ndichakurwira undirumbidze. Shedzera 50-50, mapisarema dana kwandiri, zuva rekuchema kwako, ndichakurwira undirumbidze.
Wow,
Yes.
thank you so much. And I'm looking at spirit. Wow, it's been great. It's been awesome speaking to you. I still wanted to ask more questions, but definitely this is not going to be the last interview. We'll keep following you. And you know what? When I sent you a message on YouTube, I was watching. I was going through a lot of your original songs, and I was like, wow, this is so much great music that needs to be talked about. And then I realized that you had sent a message to my email, to my Facebook. You know, I not seen this message because if you know, some messages come through as spam, and at times it takes a while to see. Yes. Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Ndutenda Skuru, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tichingona mainterview memuchita nevamwe tinoda kuupload havangandione.
Ndaitoona tichitoti maibva anobatika
kuona upload havasi kutomboona message. And then you like, no, let me just wait, you know, when the right time comes, you know, God makes everything perfect, you know.
You're very right. That's actually what I thought when I saw the message. I was like, oh, but I just sent a YouTube message. And I was actually happy that you responded to a YouTube message. Some artists don't respond. You comment on their YouTube, they don't really respond to messages. Wow, thank you so much to everybody who's been watching. I've been speaking there to Tekina Verenga, an amazing artist, growing up Kwagutu, Maswingo, and making his way into music. Is such an amazing musician. He has a lot of gospel songs that he has done, original compositions. But I know most of you relate to him because of Mukwasha cover, but he has much, much more music that he has done. You need to check him out, and definitely keep your ear on the ground as we bring you some of the finest and the best voices from Zimbabwe. Until next time, I'm out.